Hey, are you listening to UnabOnAir right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on UnabRadio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UnabOnAir right now?
UnabOnAir will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at UnabRadio.com and enjoy the UnabOnAir experience. Your news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
So, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, I'm fine.
It's been a while since the last time we were here.
3 weeks ago,
Yes, 2 weeks ago.
that was the last time. But when you are working on remote, there are many things to do every single day. And when you don't do that thing that day, it starts like taking time from other days. And so at the end, you have to do your
And sometimes it seems like things to do never end. So
it never ends, you know.
it's kind of hard.
I started on March and I haven't stopped since now.
Yes.
And many things to do, you know, because you want to innovate and change stuff, and students are more visuals now because of the technology, so you have to make things brighter and more elegant for the students. So you gotta console and be updated into what applications has to do.
And so what's new?
What's new? Yesterday, I don't know if you have heard, there's an interview from 2 days ago with the principal of the Andes University.
No.
No, and the guy was talking about the future of education.
And what's the future of education?
He says that in the next 3 or 4 years, there's going to be a change into the way that students are going to perceive the schools and all the education system. He says that now we are not going to study careers, but we are going to study subjects.
Okay.
That students are not going to be, that new opportunities of educations are going to show up. That's what he says at the beginning. That there are going to be new ways of offer the service of education. And obviously there are going to be new institutions with this new way of teaching. So for example, if you're a high school student and you want to complete 10th grade, for example, in every school, they are not going to offer, okay, come to the school, sign a document, get into the school and come to class every day and study all the classes and stuff, right? He says that what is going to happen is that now he's going to have the opportunity to study what is a requirement in order to approve, yes, and
To approve as elemental skills.
Yeah, exactly, and where he wants to do it. For example, if he wants to study chemistry, well, we have to study chemistry in 10th grade, right? According to what he says, he's going to have the possibility to study chemistry as a course, as a separated and individual course in Bucaramanga, in Bogota, in the United States, in Mexico, wherever he wants.
Because it's going to be global education?
Exactly, because it's going to be online. So obviously, new things are coming because of the COVID. New procedures are going to be faster than ever. So in the past, we had virtual education, some courses, but now most of the courses, I think 99% of the courses are online. And he says that that tendency is going to remain, and there is going to be a possibility of business in the future. that many parents are going to find out that some schools are going to offer um, 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 traditional education, like going into the classes, into the classrooms, or online education. And that is going to be a time where we are going to, as a society, we are going to have agreements in order to allow the students to study in that way. I mean, you are going to study 10th grade, you have to approve these basic skills in these basic subjects. You have the possibility to do it whenever and wherever you want. But when you complete the course, they are supposed to give you a certification, and with that certification, so this amount of certifications, it goes to the school, and the school gives you the 10th grade certificate.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so he
interesting.
says that is going to be a possibility in the future, that in that way, universities and schools, we have the possibility to get into a global educational marketing. So, I mean, in my school, we are very good teaching math. So I'm going to offer this course, this mathematics course, to the world. So students all around the world, they have the possibility to say, look, in Colombia, there is one school, Caldas School, who has a great teacher with a great methodology, and you are open to come to the class and study here. For people from States, people from Spain, people from Asia, they have the chance to say, okay, I would like to study math in Colombia because of this famous teacher with this famous methodology. And in the same way, I'm going to have the possibility to study a different language. I'm going to study Spanish and at the same time mathematics. So that was, blows your mind.
And for that, we talking about people around the world
Hmm.
to learn language, not only
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Spanish, French, Portuguese.
So he says,
And
I mean, if you want to study English and you want to study in a context, so obviously you need the basic requirements, because if you have no idea of English and you go to study a class of history in English, you are going to be blank.
I imagine college institutes, universities will have to demand, I don't know how to say, requisito,
Requirements.
requirements of language. If you don't
Exactly.
have this label from English, Spanish, whatever, you can take the class.
So this is a great opportunity, because you know that Zoom has a translator service, right?
Yes.
So when you speak in Spanish, if you want to, you can uh, listen to the people in English. If you are speaking in English, you can listen to people in Spanish. That's a service that you have on Zoom. So he says that these kind of services, they are not going to be enough in the future, because it's not only the problem of receiving information, it's the problem that as you are studying, you have to create and provide information, write texts, essays, and stuff. And obviously, there are some services when you can use the translator and stuff. But he says that it's going to come, the day is going to come when the students are going to say, okay, it's easier for me to write it by myself. Okay? Or along with the use of the translator, they are going to be naturally exposed to the language. And at the end, they are going to learn the language.
And I was reading something about it last week. The most, I don't know how to say it. The best way to learn a language is first of all, listen and receive information like you're a baby. You first listen, then talk, then write, and that's the process.
Yeah, that's a natural approach.
Yes,
It's like babies learn how to talk.
exactly.
That was mind blowing. Actually, in Europe, they have a service. I don't remember the name, but there is like a big cloud, like a drive, big drive, where every institution upload the the educational certificates. Like for example, you study in Spain and you finish your master degree. Obviously, they give you the paper,
Yes.
but they upload the certificate into that global system. So in that way, if you want to verify that actually you do the studies that you say that you have, they are going to visit that place and they are going to check if those certificates are legal and they are valid. So in
That's
that way,
interesting.
yeah. So in that way, it is not it is not long distance to consider that those institutions they are going to have like a united European nations. They are going to have an agreement on, okay, we all universities we are going to uh, like create like a legal agreement, and we are going to offer courses separately. So if I want to study languages, which is my information, obviously I have to take like 35 subjects or courses. So okay, you can take one here, one in Berlin, one in Spain, one in no, England is not anymore. It's in European nations, and Italy or whatever you want. But at the end, with the certifications of those courses, you are going to have your diploma. Okay.
And I think that new or that future process let you study by yourself and on your own rhythm,
Yeah,
so you
and
can do it as quickly or as slowly as you want.
it depends on the kind of learner you are. If you are a fast learner or a slow learner, you need more interaction. You need to be more kinesthetic or whatever you want. But the thing is that based on that interview that I listened to yesterday, and that thing from Europe that I know, you know that we have the possibility to start doing that right here at UnabOnAir, because right here at
Yes.
UnabOnAir we have Coursera.
Yes, since July, I think.
Yes, and what is Coursera? Coursera is a big site where you can take courses and they give you the certification of the courses. So Coursera is like the future bring to the present.
And there are so many platforms like that.
Yeah.
You pay the certification, you approve your course, and
Hmm.
you just have your diploma.
Yeah, you got the certification and diploma, but you have to take 3 or 4 courses in order to get like a diplomado thing certification.
Like a big
But
one.
yeah, so that is going to be the future, and we have it now in the university.
And in Coursera, you have to, well, not have, but so many of the courses there are in English.
Yeah,
So you
there are
have to speak or knew something about
in
English
some in
language.
some of in some of them you have the possibility to switch the language in some of them. But the idea is obviously to promote the use of the language. So I was thinking on the future and the ideas of, I don't remember the name, the once Minister of Health, it was?
Yes.
Yeah, don't remember the name. So and I was linking with what I just told you about the European system of certifications, and I was thinking about what is going to be the future. But the future is what we have now at UNAP with Coursera.
The future is happening.
Future is happening.
We
So I
have the
was,
tools, we have the media, we have all at now.
and immediately you start like making a self evaluation. How many courses have I done, and why I haven't done so many courses? Because it's free,
Yes.
and there was a gap in time where you actually got the certification for free. I think that opportunity is over
Yes, it
until
was until
August, I think.
August 30. I thought. I
Yeah,
think
you got the certification for free. But if not, you pay. And actually, what you pay is I mean,
it's nothing.
it's
Well,
nothing. It's very cheap.
yes,
I mean, if you consider that in some universities you have to pay for getting the course and pay for getting the certification, here they are giving you the course for free just because you are an app.
yes,
This is not for many people. This is for
and
UNAB and
no
a
many
couple more universities.
not so many students know about it. If you
No, I know that many students know about it, but I know that it could be more the number of students that are actually making courses. I
Yes,
know
because I haven't listened to any students talking about Coursera courses.
I know that some teachers from some careers they are like promoting the uses of those Coursera courses as part of the class, which is really good. But the idea is to expand the number of people using the courses. So the idea is to invite people to use that thing. It's not because it's something that is um, related with the university. It's because now we know that that is going to be the future, and that we have the opportunity now. It's like that in the future you need to do something in order to get something, but you have the opportunity to start now. So the immediate reflection is, yes, I have to do it because it's some initial job that I do that I'm going to treasure, and in the future I'm going to use it in advance in comparison to other people, because other people they didn't have the opportunity now, and we have the opportunity now.
We have to say that not all the students and all of us are made to learn virtually, but it's a interesting way to improve and to know new things in a new way that is there.
Hmm. And it's very interesting. Honestly, it's very interesting. I was in class from 7 to 10, and now we are in the program that when we finish, I'm going to jump again into Coursera to try to obviously to continue taking another course, but this time trying to um, settle down some courses and try to imagine, okay, with this you have a lot of education in advance in order if you want to be, for example, an engineer. So these courses are going to help you a lot. So in order to try to imagine now with physical proofs, how will the future behave, you know, regarding this new situation?
That's an interesting future.
That's very, it's like future from the movies, you know?
Yes, I think
Future,
movies let the future standards so high that we don't really think we are living in the future.
I remember one cartoon, The Jetsons,
Yes,
in Spanish called the Supersónicos.
supersonicos.
And it's the same thing that we are doing right here, right now.
Except by the flying cars. But it's the same.
And
We're
flying.
having medical appointments. We
But
are
you can have
studying.
you can have medical appointment from the TV or from the
Yes, we are
and you,
doing everything through the TV, to the
yeah,
computer. So, except by
shopping.
the flying cars, we are living like Jetsons.
Yeah, we don't have the flying cars, and we don't have the adaptable buildings. Remember that he says, "Oh, it's raining. I'm going to be up so
Yes,
to get sunny." And I always got the question: what if the people in the next floor he likes raining? I mean, who decides where the buildings goes up or goes down in the Jetson? I don't know. So
I
the
didn't
thing,
talk about it.
Yeah. So the thing is that it's going to be amazing in the way we are moving into the future, and we
We are
have
in the
to
future. We're not moving to the future.
and we are going to we need to adapt to that thing, and
And that's all.
obviously we have to give our best in order to survive
Yes.
and prevail. That is going to be the next race. Who's going to get behind the race? Who's going to prevail and who's going to survive in the not the
Like a
future?
Hunger Games.
Yeah, the Hunger Games. What do you have to offer? Food. Here comes. Come to me. Stuff
But you have to offer knowledge.
all knowledge and skills. Some other soft abilities that people call.
Yes.
The capacity to be in the shoes of someone else,
Okay.
to have empathy, to be solidary and stuff like that. So those are going to be the soft skills that you need to do and that you need to promote in the online classes. Because in the online classes, the students they don't ask you for it, but they need to be listened. They like when you ask them, hey, how was your day? How have you been? What are your plans after the class? You feel okay? Have you been to the doctor? Do you need anything? So they like that thing. I mean, they don't have the possibility of the contact, but they have the possibility to be heard by someone else.
And that's important.
That's
Not so
important.
many people think that that is important. So
But it is. It is, and you
yes.
have to do it. Okay, so that's what I came here to tell you. What is going to be the future, the present future? What is
You
going to
open
be?
the door for the future.
No,
For the window.
somebody else opened my mind. I was like, when you got this revolutionary idea and your head start like you can feel that your hair start like expanding,
It's
like
blowing.
I was thinking in this place. Now I have to
Yes.
think there and beyond. Next week we're going to talk about Halloween, obviously.
Why can because we can't not talk about Halloween. Halloween is so important.
It is a must to talk about Halloween. Now that we cannot go into parties and stuff.
I was going to say that.
When I
wait to celebrate Halloween.
When I was reading Vanguardia Liberal, they say that there's no way to do parties or do to visit people, like make like a route and ask for candies and stuff. I started thinking on Ruth and Holly.
Yes.
They were marble about the what play show.
Yes.
I started like actually I looked for the program and I was like yes. I remember well what they said about the show.
So this year you have to improve your celebration.
Yes, we have to do it different. Okay, Manita. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
So remember, take Coursera courses.
Of
It's
course.
worthy. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.
Hey, are you listening to UnabOnAir right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on UnabRadio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UnabOnAir right now?
UnabOnAir will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at UnabRadio.com and enjoy the UnabOnAir experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.